everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
And I'm Cameron Word.
Hope you all had a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
We always, no matter what you do, weekends are good. However, though.
However. Okay. All right. I want to hear this story.
No, I was thinking for working moms, it's not that great. Sometimes,
yeah.
Cam. I understand. I understand spending time with your family, but it is the mom's job to do a lot of things in the house. And so when everybody is home and it's just like you got to cook at least 2 meals a day, unless you go out to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, I have heard if you're married, especially if you have children, going to work feels like the break.
It is.
Staying home.
Right.
Is definitely when you have a lot more stress and things you have to do.
It's so true. Working moms are afraid of, summer vacations, holidays, and weekends.
Yeah.
I'm just making a general statement just to be fun. But there is some truth in that. Today we have a food dialogue for all of you.
Yes.
We are talking about the caterers, catering service. Have you run our ideas by our client? So if you run an idea by someone, this is an expression we often hear in the office.
Yes.
Okay? Run your idea by someone. What does this mean?
So you are going to tell someone your idea, hoping they will say, okay, that's okay. That's good. I give my permission. So you're asking for confirmation when you run your idea by someone.
Okay, very good. If you throw a curveball, I feel like we're talking about baseball.
Originally, that is where this does come from. But it's whenever you do something, say something, request something that is unusual, unexpected.
Okay. Where did that come from?
Yeah, it surprises you.
Okay. How about snatch something up? S-N-A-T-C-H.
You're going to grab or obtain something very quickly.
Very quickly.
Yes.
Let's see how these expressions are used in our food dialogue today.
The wedding is in a week. Have you run our ideas by the client?
Yes, and she likes the idea of a sushi bar, but she wants mini sushi rolls as hors d'oeuvres also.
Did she throw any curveballs at you?
Sort of. She had some requests from parents who are bringing their children to include fries and chicken tenders.
We'll have to serve those directly to the kids. You know the adults will snatch them up if they see them on the buffet.
Probably. Who can resist chicken tenders?
Please join us on page 80. You can find our power dialogue there. The caterers, have you run our ideas by our client? Let's begin. Marco says, the wedding is in a week. Have you run our ideas by the client? So 2 things. Our power pattern is in a, and then time.
Yes.
In a week, in a few days, in a year. So in a, what does this mean?
Here it means later. So the wedding is in a week means the wedding is 1 week away.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we could say it's 1 week away.
Yes.
But it is easier to say in a week.
In a week.
Yeah.
The wedding is in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't have a lot of time.
Right.
There is a feeling that there's not a lot of time with this.
Agreed.
If you say it's 1 week later, 1 week away, there's no urgency really.
That's right.
But if you say the wedding is in a week, you're saying,
oh my gosh,
we only have a week.
Yeah.
That is the feeling here.
Right. Or maybe the big meeting is in an hour, right? So everybody get ready.
Yep.
So again, like you said, it could be in a month, in a week, in an hour, but there is that feeling of, okay, time has come.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Run your ideas by the client. So run something by someone.
If you're a business and you are designing something or offering something, you can't just make it and hope the client likes it. You say, this is what we want to do. And then you will look at the client's reaction.
Yeah.
If they say yes, if they give you permission, you go ahead and do it. But first, you have to present your idea.
Right.
Run your ideas by them so that you can get their reaction, their approval, or their permission.
So you're like, here's an idea. Here, what do you think? Shall we go ahead and do it? Yeah, it's just presenting. Okay. Julia says yes, and she likes the idea of a sushi bar, but she wants mini sushi rolls as hors d'oeuvres also. And we talked about appetizers. We talked about, what was that, bouche?
Amuse-bouche.
Amuse-bouche. Now, what are these hors d'oeuvres, which is French?
Yes, hors d'oeuvres. H-O-R-S space D apostrophe O-E-U-V-R-E-S.
Okay.
I would be very surprised if many native English speakers could spell this correctly.
That's right.
But hors d'oeuvres, if you're at a party and you have that waiter with the tray and it has like a cracker
Yeah.
and like cheese on top,
Right.
or cracker and a little bit of ham, that is what we'd consider an hors d'oeuvre. It's just a finger food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you say that it's an amuse-bouche? Similar?
I think it would look similar, but an amuse-bouche, I would assume it's at a restaurant going to a table, but an hors d'oeuvre...
Yeah. Those are little tiny little bits that you can eat.
Maybe you're standing.
Yeah, you're standing.
You're standing at a party and you just got a little something.
Right.
A cracker that you're eating. That would be an hors d'oeuvre.
Okay. And what does Marco say?
Did she throw any curveballs at you?
Okay. So basically, they're talking about their clients. Hey, they're like, they ran the idea. They ran the idea by her. So what was the reaction? And did she throw any curveballs? Did the client throw a curveball at you?
Yes.
So why is Marco asking this question?
So a curveball is something surprising or unexpected. So whenever you talk to the person, did they have any unusual requests or comments?
Right.
Yeah. Just like if you are playing baseball, you're the batter, and you think it's going to be a fastball, which is just straight.
Right.
But all of a sudden,
it curves.
The ball curves.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa.
Yeah. So, basically Marco is saying, did she say something else? Was it did she have something else in mind? Did she have another request? Yeah. She didn't go along with it.
Right.
Okay. And what does Julia say?
Sort of. She had some requests from parents who are bringing their children to include fries and chicken tenders.
Okay. So she's sort of, meaning kind of, a little bit.
A little surprising.
A little bit.
Because she was pushing seafood so much. But now she's coming back and saying, actually, for the kids, maybe we need chicken.
Yeah, chicken tenders, and fries.
Yeah. Which honestly, yeah.
That is true. If you're going to have kids, they're not going to want sushi.
If you're going to have people.
Yeah.
I feel... I don't know. I'm 35 years old.
I
love chicken tenders.
Who doesn't?
So much. And a French fry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on. Even the adults.
Everybody loves French fries and chicken tenders.
That is true. And some people don't like sushi.
Yeah, or sushi or oysters or
raw fish.
Crab. Yeah.
All right. Marco says, we'll have to serve those directly to the kids. The adults will snatch them up if they see them on the buffet.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So, like you said, adults also like chicken tenders and fries. And if they see them on the buffet, they will snatch them up.
Yes.
So what are they going to do?
So snatch means to grab or take quickly.
Yeah.
So on a buffet, if people see chicken tenders, they're going, I need to get them before they go away.
Right.
And they put them all on the plate.
It's like grabbing something quickly.
Yeah. But because these chicken tenders are for the children, they can't put them in the buffet line. It'll be a special request item that they will give a plate directly to the children.
To the children, right. Because if not, adults will snatch them up. They will eat it all.
Yeah.
right? And Julia says, probably. Who can resist chicken tenders? Oh, come on. Chicken tenders.
I love them. I just don't buy them. I used to buy them in the freezer and put them in my air fryer.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
It's so processed, so yummy. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
The wedding is in a week. Have you run our ideas by the client?
Yes, and she likes the idea of a sushi bar, but she wants mini sushi rolls as hors d'oeuvres also.
Did she throw any curveballs at you?
Sort of. She had some requests from parents who are bringing their children to include fries and chicken tenders.
We'll have to serve those directly to the kids. You know the adults will snatch them up if they see them on the buffet.
Probably. Who can resist chicken tenders?
It's time for Power Note. Please join us on pages 82 and 83. We're going to give you lots of examples here. Run something by someone means that you are presenting something to get their opinion or approval or permission. Can I run something by you?
Sure, come to my office in 30 minutes.
Yeah, this is a good way to say, can I talk to you about something?
Yes.
Yeah. He ran the draft of his thesis by his professor.
So when your master's, doctorate, you're writing a big paper, you want your advisor, usually your advising professor, to tell you what they think of it.
Right. And I think that it could be usually the person that you're going to go to is your mentor, is your teacher, your boss, someone who's a little step above you.
Yes. They could also be your parents. So oftentimes I'd go to my dad and be like, Dad, can I go to the mall with my friends? And he says, run that by your mother.
Yeah.
It means ask your mother.
Yeah.
Make sure the plan is okay.
That is true.
Right?
Always the mom.
It's usually the mom.
It is true. She's kind of the queen of the house. That is true.
We have that saying, if mom ain't happy, ain't nobody happy.
Yeah, no, that's right.
Yeah.
So true. Okay, run by something. So, run something by someone. Okay, keep that in mind. Throw a curveball means to surprise someone that is with something very unexpected.
Yes.
If I were not as pretty as I am, would you still love me?
Ooh, you really threw a curveball at me with that question.
Okay, so this is a silly question.
Yeah. There is, so recently online, there is a question that girls are asking their boyfriends or wives are asking their husbands.
What is it?
If I were a worm, 지렁이, would you still love me? And it's silly, obviously.
Yes.
So you're saying, will the guy say, yes, I'll love you even if you're a worm?
Oh.
Or, no, gross.
I don't know about that.
I don't want to date a worm.
I don't know.
But that question is definitely a curveball.
Yeah, it is a curveball.
Quite different. Yeah.
It's a very unexpected question. Life threw her a curveball when she lost her job. She thought she was going to stay in this company forever.
Yeah.
Like she felt really secure about her job.
And then she got fired.
That's
a curveball.
Yeah. And it's interesting. That's life.
Yeah.
Life always throws curveballs.
It's true. And it doesn't, I guess, technically have to be, but curveball often feels negative.
It does.
You don't often get positive curveballs.
I agree.
Even if it is something surprising, something you weren't expecting, we just don't use it for positive things.
That is very true. Yeah, it's unexpected and unpleasant, or sometimes even shocking.
Yeah, it just wasn't planned. It changes my plans, what I have to do.
Right.
Ooh, that's a curveball.
Right. So here's another example. It's like maybe a couple decided that they were going to be double income, no kids. A dink, as they call it.
Double income, no kids. Yeah,
no kids. And then at like age 39, the wife gets pregnant.
That's a curveball.
That's a curveball.
Was not expecting that baby.
Yeah.
Especially at 39.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? So that's a curveball.
Yeah, well, I was kind of like that.
Really?
I was a surprise baby. I was a curveball.
Oh.
My parents were not ready. They already had my sister, and they just thought they were done. And then, surprise. Baby Cameron.
You're the Cameron curveball.
I am a Cameron curveball.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Very good. So I think that example really hits home.
Yes.
That's this kind of surprise. And in that case, it's not negative, but it is surely very unexpected.
Yeah. I mean, obviously having a baby is a blessing.
Right.
But if you're not planning it, that's a lot of changes in your life plans.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right. Snatch something up means to take or grab something very quickly. All right. Are you going to the concert next weekend?
No, because online buyers snatched up all the tickets within minutes. You wanna go to your favorite concert, but those robots online, they snatch up all the tickets.
Yeah, they snatch up the tickets, and there aren't any more tickets. Liam snatched up the phone before it rang again. Okay, so grab that phone real quick.
Yeah.
So this idea of to snatch up, it's like you see something so good, and you want to get to it right away.
Yes.
Say there's like a clearance sale. And there are limited sizes. You wanna snatch it up.
You gotta run and get it before it's gone.
That's right. And isn't it true that we do kind of reach out for it and then just grab it quickly?
Yeah. I often think of this phrase with parents, both humans and like animals.
Okay.
Let's say you have like a mother tiger.
Okay.
And the baby tiger is going to fall off a cliff or fall into the water.
Yes.
But the mommy sees it, and so will like grab the back of the baby's neck.
Yes.
Just snatches up that baby. Nope, you are not going to fall. Nope, get away from there.
That's right. That's a good visual.
Or like my dad, if found me in like a place I wasn't supposed to be in, doing something I wasn't supposed to do.
Yeah.
He would snatch me up and take me somewhere else. Like maybe not by my neck, but he would definitely pick me up and grab me and take me somewhere else. Yeah.
Totally. All right. In means later.
Yes.
So the alarm will go off in a few minutes.
I can meet you in an hour.
Okay, 1 hour later.
1 hour later.
Yeah, a few minutes later. All right, do check out our Power Vocab hors d'oeuvres on page 84. And please stop by.
Audio Hakdam.
All right, as well as Evening Special.
Evening Special.
At 6 p.m. going live tonight. See you later. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.